Differentiation, such a buzzword when we're talking about inclusion. Differentiation is not about making endless worksheets. It's about noticing, adjusting, and creating space so that all learners are part of the mix. Speaking of mix, I've thought of 10 kitchen verbs that keep it real. So let's start off with the pantry. Let's look at what is in the pantry. Students bring their strengths, their identities, their interests, and teachers bring their own toolkits as well. Strategies, knowledge of pedagogies, all the approaches, so both the students and the teachers have stuff in the pantry. Stir. This is where we stir differentiation into everyday practice. It's not just a special lesson, it's what we mix into our routines and our teaching. Season. Seasoning is referring to adjusting a resource or an approach for different levels or different needs. So we're adjusting the material for different needs. We're not adjusting the child. Serve. Think about how you're presenting and serving the learning. Are there choices in the portion, the challenge, and the format? Whisk. One of my favorite ones. Whisk is the energy. Who will this whisk up? So differentiation should make learning more engaging. What would whisk you into a frenzy? A worksheet, totally. Chop. That refers to chopping tasks into smaller chunks if needed, or cutting away what isn't essential. And also chopping in extra layers of challenge, because remember, differentiation isn't just for people who need less. Differentiation isn't just about people who need things simplified. Grate. If a resource is about making somebody compliant rather than about engaging and about learning, then it's going to grate on them. Microwave. At first, you put in the effort, but when students learn to self-assess, self-select tools and pathways, it saves time and energy. Taste test. Like any recipe, you taste test. This is about you trying different approaches, different pedagogies, sampling bits of information about different things to chuck it into the mix. And finally, measure. This is where you figure out if what you've done is having an effect. Now, the measure doesn't have to be a big, huge, serious assessment. It can be just your eye on it thinking, oh, that didn't work. We're going to tweak this. But also with measuring, you've got to measure when you step in. So you're measuring the impact. So these verbs remind us that differentiation is about adjusting the learning and the resources, not the learner. So this is day 12, I believe, of the 90-day inclusion challenge for us to get inclusive practices into our heads, our hearts, and our hands. If you want me to go over the verbs in more detail with particular resources, let me know, or I'll just do it anyway and you can't stop me, because that takes up, 10 more videos, I believe. It'll be fun. Let's do it. Goodbye for now. See you on day 13.